Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher, she will show you how.
Hello, welcome to class, and especially to you, Isaac Butterfield, who is going to be giving us a presentation here today. I can't wait to see it. Now let's look at the criteria. Remember that today's presentation, we are looking for you to talk about how awful the meat industry is, the dairy, the egg, fur, wool, silk, honey industries, and about the eco footprint of animal agriculture. We're also hoping that you're going to talk a little bit about how veganism is good for human health and how speciesism is the first form of racism. We also want you to touch on veganphobia and tell us why that's wrong. Don't forget also to name your favorite animal rights activists.
And speciesism, and speciesism, and speciesism, be kind to the animals. And veganphobia, and veganphobia, and veganphobia, be kind to the activists. Dance if you're vegan, hands up if you're vegan. Think you can't do it? Try it, you can. Yeah.
And also, we're looking in your presentation for you to talk about these things. Delicious whole foods, vegan foods, healthy foods. For example, lentils, chickpeas, brown rice, oats, peanut butter, kale, spinach, bok choy, bananas, blueberries, dates, tahini, walnuts, carrots, mushrooms, potatoes, tomatoes, avocados, garlic, chia, and flax seeds, just to name a few.
Plants have protein, they really do. Being vegan is healthy, you know it's true. Plants have protein, they really do. So why the fuck aren't you vegan yet? No more excuses for you.
All right, let's have a look at what you're up to, Isaac Butterfield. Looking forward to this presentation.
A colonizer. A colonizer. A colonizer. A colonizer. A colonizer. A colonizer.
Alrighty then. G'day, you good motherfuckers, the Buttsman here.
Ooh, no, that's not a way to start the class. Can't just start off by saying, good day, you mother whatevers. No, X. Come on, Isaac, be more polite than that. You could say, hello, Miss KADIE, thank you for letting me speak in class today. That would be a nice way to start.
There is one thing that I hate more than anything else.
You mean animal abuse? Hope you're going to say animal abuse.
And that is division amongst people based on things that they cannot control.
Oh, wait, isn't that what you do all the time? You know, we want animals to have personhood, and you are consistently discriminating against them.
Sex, age.
Age? Oh, a couple of X's here. X! You've discriminated against me because of my age many times. You've made all kinds of jokes about my age. So, seems like you're a little bit hypocritical right now, aren't you? What are you up to?
Run, run, run from humans. They're trying to stab you. They're trying to murder you, to call you bacon and burn you in a frying pan.
Do you not see what you're doing? Do you actually believe what's coming out of your mouth? You think that you're a kind person?
Skin color, sexual preference. When you deliberately go in and try and break people apart based on that, I think...
Don't you literally break animals apart every time that you eat them? You take a knife and a fork and you cut them in half after you've already paid someone else to do the murder to begin with. X! Isaac, I don't hear you talking about the animals yet, and we've already been 30 seconds in. This is, it's taken you a while. Now, come on, let's pick up the pace.
I think that is one of the worst things that you can do. And then
being an animal abuser is one of the worst things that you can do. Yes. And that is what you do all the time.
there is a human being on TikTok right now that is doing exactly that.
You mean doing the same thing that you do? Being speciesist? Being cruel to another group just because of the way that they look? Is that what you mean?
They have a huge following, a massive following, 3 million people. And this person is a fucking anus.
Do you have any other adjectives to describe what he is besides that? X. You were looking for a little more in-depth vocabulary.
His name is Modern Warrior, and he is benefiting directly, financially and clout-wise, I guess, by being racist towards white people.
Oh, kind of like what you're doing, being racist towards animals. X. Hypocrisy. Sounds like you two could be great friends, actually.
People. Now you may say you can't be racist towards white people. Of course you can. If you judge anyone by the color of their skin and
Oh, isn't that what you do all the time? You judge people by the way that they look. You judge animals by the way that they look. You look at a human and you say that person has value. And then you look at an animal who has feathers or fur and you judge that that individual is not worth anything, worth the same as a shirt or a scarf. X. Come on, Isaac. I don't have one single smile yet here on your report. Come on, you got to pick it up a little bit. I want to see some smiles over here, all right?
treat them negatively or treat them differently.
That's what you do all the time. You treat them negatively and differently. You eat eggs. You pay for the cycle of violence that murders these innocent baby boys just because they are born boys. And they'll never be able to lay eggs. Eggs.
Run, run, run to be vegan. And if you fall, that doesn't mean you fail. Just get back up. The animals need your heart to prevail.
Because of it, you are the worst type of person.
Yes, you are the worst type of person. Are you looking in the mirror during this speech?
That is racism.
It is. It's racism towards animals. Now, I can hear you say that, well, racism doesn't apply because animals are not humans. But I invite you to tell me, what is the difference? Being racist means that you are mean to someone just based on their skin color, what they look like. And isn't that exactly what you do every time that you point at a sheep and you say, you belong to me, your life belongs to me, I'm going to cut your head off and eat you? Or every time you do that when you take milk in your coffee? In the dairy industry, what they do is they take the baby boy cows away from their mothers. They kidnap them. That's a form of racism. We don't kidnap and enslave animals. We don't force females to be pregnant and then steal their babies. How are you any different than this guy? Sounds like you're even worse. Now, I don't know if he eats animals or not, but I know that you do. And you actually have shirts that seem to be proud of the fact that you are a meat eater and that you're a vegan-phobic person. X!
Through and through. And this bloke is the fucking cream of the crop when it comes to that shit. He's selling racist.
Cream of the crop. What kind of cream? Is it vegan cream? Specify next time.
T-shirts. He's just being an absolute cockbag. So let's check him out. But
What is a cockbag? What does that mean? Do you have any other adjectives? Like, what's going on? I see you're not talking about the subject. Remember that the subject today is to be talking about the meat industry, the dairy industry, eggs, fur, wool, silk, honey, about how we shouldn't steal from animals. That's the subject. I don't see you praising any animal defenders yet. And I don't see you talking about speciesism and how that is the first form of racism, the purest form. You need to get to the root of the problem, Isaac. I hope this gets better.
before I do, racism is never okay. I don't care who it's against.
That's
it's never
right.
fucking
Racism
okay.
is never okay, so why do you take part in it? Hypocrisy. X.
Let's be vegan from now on. Stop paying for murder from now on. Let's be kind to everyone. Let's be vegan from now on.
That is why I made this video, because it pissed me fucking off.
Pissed you fucking off. Yeah, I get it. It's not right to be prejudiced. So why do you do it?
To see the way that this prick carries on, and then you read his
Yeah, you are a prick that's carrying on exactly the same way that he is.
comment section. It's like, yeah, you did it.
Yeah, like your comment section. Every time you talk about vegan animal rights activists. See that face you just made? It's exactly what you look like.
You showed those evil
This is hilarious. Yeah, you really are actually a comedian, aren't you?
white people. Mate, everyone, regardless of your skin color, whether it's black, brown, white, in the middle, whatever, everyone's just living their own fucking
Except for the animals who you murder.
lives. They just want shelter, love, and happiness.
Yes, they do. So why do you pay people to rape, torture, enslave, kidnap, and murder them.
And people like you are taking away from that. So
Yes, you are. X. Isaac Butterfield is a hypocrite. Isaac Butterfield is a hypocrite.
fuck you to the moon.
How about further? How about we fuck you all the way to what's further than the moon? Mercury. Fuck you to Mercury, Isaac Butterfield.
What is one way you combat racism on a daily basis?
You don't eat animals. That's what you do. That's how you combat it.
I'll go first. I don't move for white people on the sidewalk.
You don't move.
That's not combating racism, mate. That's being racist.
It sounds like it's being racist to me too. So why do you do that, Isaac Butterfield? Why do you encourage people to hurt animals? Just because they are there, existing on their own on the land. Murdering innocent animals who've never done a single thing wrong to you ever. Gathering them up and putting them behind bars in Holocaust-like conditions. How are you, Isaac Butterfield, any different than him?
It's the definition of racist. Not moving, getting in the way of a white person. Why? Because their skin color is...
Because they are different, that's right. Because some have skin, some have fur, some have feathers. How are you any different, Isaac?
different to yours.
You seem to actually understand that racism is wrong, and yet you continue to have racist behavior towards the most innocent of creatures on this planet. Innocent baby boy chicks who are murdered, who are put into giant blenders and cut up into 1,000,000 pieces just because they're boys and will never be able to lay eggs. Or female cows who are just minding their own business and then strapped down, forced to be pregnant, and then enslaved for their whole lives, forced to give the milk that belongs to their babies. Isaac Butterfield, this presentation is not getting any better. I'll watch you a little bit longer. But again, I remind you, I want to hear some vegan foods coming out of your mouth. I want to see some improvement in this speech. And I want you to talk about how these industries are horrific. And I still haven't heard who is your favorite animal rights activist.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, what is wrong with you? It's a very good question.
Imagine if I went onto TikTok and made the exact same thing
You mean like how you are on YouTube making the exact same thing?
about a brown person or a black...
You do it all the time about animals. You eat bacon, sausage, and ham. You basically point at an innocent pig and you say, "You belong to me. I'm going to pay somebody to rape you, and then I'm going to put you in a tight stall." This is what they do to the mother pigs. So tight that they can't even turn around to see their own babies. Taking away any kind of normal habits that they would have to run free, to see the sky, to feel the sun. This is what you do. You are as bad as Hitler, and you sit here on your throne pointing at others when you do the exact same thing.
Are you vegan yet? What are you waiting for? Are you vegan yet? Open the vegan door.
person or anyone who didn't look exactly like me.
Anyone who doesn't look exactly like you gets to be condemned to a gas chamber or have their throat slit. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has clearly stated that anyone can be vegan at any stage of development, so there is no excuse for animal abuse, Isaac Butterfield. You can simply choose anything else in the store, but that's not what you do, is it?
I would be the worst person in the world.
You're very close. In fact, if God is watching right now, or Jesus is watching right now, and we probably both agree that these people don't exist, but let's say the most kind-hearted person ever in existence, the essence of what the universe has to offer with regard to weighing the good and the bad. If such a being were to look at us, what do you think would be the category that you are in, who pays for so much animal abuse? who pays for these innocent animals to be locked up and imprisoned their whole lives for crimes they have never committed, having done not one single thing wrong to you ever, versus me, who spends every waking moment trying to defend them. And you make money on the backs of these innocent animals by selling your own merch that says anti-vegan club. How are you any different from him? Don't you find it bizarre that you don't see it? Don't you find it bizarre, the incredible hypocrite that you are, saying that you don't believe in cancel culture, but when I was taken down off of TikTok, you didn't say anything? Your first job was to say, you know, I might not agree with that vegan teacher on certain things, but I agree that she has a right to express herself. She should have a right to be on TikTok to defend the animals. Now, I wasn't doing what he's doing. I wasn't being racist. I wasn't saying anything mean. I was simply saying that people should stop hurting the animals.
Fucking bananas. And some
Bananas? Yay! You said bananas. You get a check mark. You said bananas. Bananas is a vegan food. You said bananas. Bananas are a vegan food. Is it even on our list? It's on our list, Isaac. Woohoo! Look at it right there. Doop, doop, doop. Check mark for Isaac. Oh, maybe it's going to get better. I almost feel like I want to rewind and hear that a few more times.
somehow it gets 100,000 likes.
100,000 likes for being a racist.
100,000 people looked at that and went, hey.
It's sort of like your channel. How is it any different? Look, when this video comes out and you do videos about me, how many people are cruel to those who defend the animals? You two have a lot in common. I stand apart from you.
Yeah, white people, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do. White people, we are better than animals. That's what you do all the time. Something's wrong with that, Isaac. Do you not see the parallels? Do you not see how you two would probably be best buddies? I bet the two of you would sit and eat dead animals together and have a great feast and not think at all about the other sentient beings on the planet who have a right to live. This guy talks about colonizers, but how does he treat the animals? I would be very curious. You know, it's not like these people are living somewhere where they don't have a choice. They also, like you do, live near a grocery store and can easily choose the soy milk instead of the cow's milk. They can easily choose oat milk instead of the cow's milk. They can easily walk past the aisle where the eggs are and choose other kinds of proteins like lentils, chickpeas, and pastas and rice and potatoes and all kinds of other whole healthy foods. But that's not what either one of you does, right?
Modern warrior whose real name is Lance. Nice name, Lance.
What the heck is that supposed to mean? What does his name have to do with anything? X! There you go, being prejudiced again. Why on earth would you talk about his name? You have just basically said that you don't like his name. How many millions of people have that name that you've just insulted? I think I've had enough. I think you pretty much failed ethics class. There's your card. You failed ethics class, Isaac Butterfield, once again. You didn't talk about any of the criteria, and you basically just showed that you are as ignorant as always and as prejudiced as always. To everyone else who's watching, thank you for being as vegan as possible and pressing the subscribe button. Press also the notification bell and help me get the animals out of hell and out of the grasp of people who are so cruel to them on a daily basis. Be as vegan as possible. Just start by making simple choices when you go to the grocery store. Veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds in your shopping cart, because peace begins on your plate. So open up your heart to the animals. Coming up on screen are going to be a bunch of other videos. Click on them. Be curious. And yeah, I guess I should show you the card. Unfortunately, you failed. There's your F. Try harder next time, Isaac Butterfield. You can be vegan from now on. I'll see you all in the next video, everyone. And don't forget to give yourself a nice big hug. Okay? Because those of you who are trying to be vegan, you absolutely deserve love and support. I know it's not easy in this vegan-phobic world surrounded by people like this, but I'm so proud of you for choosing kindness 3 times a day and every time that you buy other items. I'm really proud of you. And people will come and go in your life, but you are always the consistent one who's going to be there. So be your own cheerleader and feed yourself well. Feed yourself like the child that you used to be when you were younger. Give yourself healthy whole foods and go out and play a little bit in the sunshine. A little bit of sun is some vitamin D, and that's good for you. All right? Bye for now, everyone. Love you.
Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's help her save every chicken, pig, and cow. Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's put our empathy